Don't let a good mood be your only strategy. There are days when you wake up feeling unstoppable. The energy is high, the mindset is sharp, and the world feels like it's on your side. But let me tell you something. Greatness isn't built on good moods. Championships aren't won on days you feel like showing up, they're won on the days you don't. If your only strategy is to wait for the sun to shine before you move, you've already lost half the battle. Life doesn't reward moods, it rewards discipline. Success demands consistency, not convenience. You don't become legendary because you felt great, you become legendary because you worked when it hurt, pushed when it was boring, fought when it was unfair, and kept your standard high when everything around you told you to settle. Stop treating your emotions like your coach. Stop letting your mood set the pace. Set your own pace every single day. Build habits so strong that even when your mind wants to quit, your body remembers the mission. That's the difference between the ones who dream and the ones who deliver. A good mood is a gift, not a plan. A good mood gives you a boost, but it doesn't build your foundation. And when the storm comes, and it will, you'll need more than a smile to survive it. You'll need structure, discipline, and a mindset forged in fire. So don't wait to feel good to act great. Be relentless, be unshakable. Let your strategy be stronger than your feelings, because when your feelings fail, your strategy will carry you. Discipline outlasts emotion. Discipline is the silent force that shows up when your emotions clock out. It doesn't ask if you feel ready. It doesn't check if you're in the mood. It's the reason you keep going when every part of you screams to stop. When the alarm rings early in the morning, discipline doesn't negotiate. Emotion says, sleep a little longer, but discipline says, rise now. And that single choice builds momentum. Emotion is like the weather, it changes. Sunny one moment, storming the next. Discipline is like the ground, it stays. No matter how wild the sky gets, the ground remains solid beneath you. People who rely on emotions to act are like leaves in the wind, blown in every direction. People who build discipline are like roots in the soil, grounded, immovable, steady. Discipline is not glamorous, it's not loud, it's not about feeling good, it's about doing good. It's the rep you push when you're tired, the call you make when you'd rather stay silent, the action you take when no one's watching. The truth is, emotions will betray you. They will whisper lies about your limits. They will convince you that tomorrow is better. But discipline doesn't wait for tomorrow, it acts today. Discipline is the real coach of your future. It teaches you to play when the crowd is gone, when the lights are off, when there's no applause. The power of discipline is that it outlasts failure. You can fail today and still get up tomorrow, because discipline doesn't depend on results. It depends on responsibility. When you master discipline, you stop asking, do I feel like it? You start asking, what's required of me? And that question builds legacies. Emotion fades when pressure rises. Discipline sharpens when pressure rises. That's the difference between someone who cracks and someone who conquers. You can't fake discipline. You can't buy it. You can only build it, brick by brick, choice by choice, day by day. Discipline is what gets you through the invisible battles. The mornings no one knows you fought. The evenings no one claps for. The sacrifices that never make headlines. You want to know why discipline beats emotion? Because emotion waits for perfect conditions. Discipline creates them, and when the storm finally clears, when the noise fades, discipline is still standing. It always will be. Discipline doesn't just help you win, it makes you worthy of winning. Success is built on consistency. Success is not a sprint. It's a marathon of showing up. Not just on the days when you're inspired, but on the days when the grind feels heavier than the glory. Consistency is the quiet power behind every champion. It's not about how fast you start. It's about how long you can keep going when the cheers turn to silence. A single great day means nothing if it's followed by a week of excuses. Success laughs at one-day heroes. It demands daily warriors. Consistency is boring to some people because it doesn't always give instant results. But that's why it's powerful. It compounds. One day becomes a week becomes a month, and that month changes your life. You want success. Stop chasing fireworks. Start stacking bricks. Every small, consistent action is a brick that builds your empire. Most people fail not because they didn't try, but because they stopped trying too soon. They got tired of waiting for results, so they quit before the breakthrough arrived. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means refusing to stay down. It means showing up at 70% when 100% isn't possible. Because 70% consistently still beats 0%. The world respects the person who keeps coming back. It remembers the fighter who doesn't walk away after a loss. Consistency is discipline in motion. It's the bridge between your goals and your reality. Without it, every plan is just a wish. When you're consistent, you build trust with yourself. You start to believe your own promises. That's when confidence becomes unshakable. Think of it this way. Consistency is like gravity. It keeps your progress from floating away. Every skipped day weakens it. Every committed day strengthens it. Some people pray for opportunities. Others prepare for them daily, knowing one day the door will open, and when it does, they'll already be running. Consistency makes your effort compound like interest. One push-up is nothing. 1,000 over time is transformation. You don't get remembered for what you did once. You get remembered for what you refuse to stop doing. The road to success is paved with ordinary days done with extraordinary discipline. Habits are greater than hype. Hype makes noise. Habits make progress. A good mood might get you started, but habits keep you moving long after the mood has faded. You can't build an empire on excitement. You build it on what you do repeatedly. Habits don't ask for your energy, they create it. They don't wait for motivation, they generate momentum. The danger of hype is that it tricks you into thinking effort is a one-time thing. Habits teach you it's a lifestyle. Every time you repeat an action, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. Habits are your real strategy, not the big speech you make, not the post you share, what you do when no one is clapping. Hype fades in the face of resistance. Habits grow in it. The greatest transformations in life are rarely loud. They're quiet repetitions, stacked over months and years, until one day the world calls you an overnight success. If you want to change your life, stop looking for hype and start building systems. Habits are a shield against chaos. They keep you steady when life gets unpredictable. The crowd cheers when you start. The crowd disappears when the process gets hard. Habits stay. One habit can change your identity. A series of habits can rewrite your destiny. Hype is an emotion. Habit is a decision. One passes, the other remains, and the ones who choose habits over hype always outlast the noise. Your feelings are not your boss. Feelings are signals, not commands. They tell you how you feel in the moment, but they don't determine what needs to be done. Too many people hand their future over to their emotions. They wait to feel brave before they take action. They wait to feel inspired before they start moving. That's why they stay stuck. Feelings are temporary, but your goals are permanent. If you let the temporary control permanent, you'll always fall short. There will be days when you feel tired, days when you feel unworthy, days when you feel unstoppable, but the mission remains the same regardless of your emotional forecast. Your feelings can't see the future. They only react to the present, but your actions, they create the future. Stop asking your emotions for permission to be great. Start giving them orders instead. The truth is, feelings often show up after action, not before it. You rarely feel confident until after you've done the hard thing. If you wait to feel ready, you'll miss your moment. Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a choice. Your emotions want comfort. Your purpose wants progress. Those two don't always agree. The ones who win are not the ones who always feel good. They are the ones who know how to move even when it feels heavy. Your feelings might scream stop. Your discipline whispers keep going. Which one will you listen to? Every time you act in spite of your mood, you train your mind to obey your standards, not your state. Stop making your feelings your leader. Make them your passenger. They can come along, but they don't get to steer. Your feelings will change, your dreams shouldn't. The greatest victories often come on the days you least felt like fighting. Pain is part of the process. Pain is not a signal to quit. It's a sign you're alive, stretching, growing, pushing limits that comfort would never let you touch. People fear pain because they think it means something is wrong, but pain often means something is being built. Every champion has scars, not just physical ones, but the kind that come from sacrifice, rejection, and relentless pursuit. You don't get stronger by avoiding pain. You get stronger by enduring it and learning from it. Pain is a teacher that speaks a language comfort can't translate. It tells you where your limits are and dares you to step past them. There's a difference between destructive pain and productive pain. One breaks you down, the other builds you up. Learn to know which one you're feeling. When pain hits, your mind will search for escape routes. But greatness isn't found in escape. It's found in endurance. Pain reveals what you really want. If your dream is worth it, you'll walk through the fire. The easy road never made legends. The painful road forged every single one. Every time you face pain, you have a choice, break down or break through. Pain is the tax you pay for transformation. It's the toll gate to the other side of comfort. Most people run from pain, but it always finds them in the form of regret. The few who run through pain find it transforms into pride. You don't need to love pain, you just need to respect its role in the process. Pain is not permanent, but the lessons you get from it, those can be. If you can endure pain, you can endure anything. Preparation over positivity. Positivity can lift your spirits. Preparation secures your future. It's easy to talk about staying positive. It's harder to show up prepared when the lights come on. Hope is not a strategy. Wishing is not a weapon. Preparation is. When you prepare, you build confidence that doesn't need a good mood to activate. The ones who prepare don't fear the storm. They expect it and they're ready. Positivity is reactive. Preparation is proactive. One responds, the other prevents. The reason most people fall apart under pressure is because they relied on positivity to carry them. But positivity without preparation is just optimism with no armor. Preparation is boring to the undisciplined. It's exciting to the ones who know what's coming. When you prepare daily, you don't just get ready, you stay ready. Positivity can keep you calm. Preparation lets you act with precision. A good mood can give you a spark. Preparation gives you a plan. The world rewards the ones who prepare in silence, not the ones who post their intentions loudly. When the opportunity comes, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to your level of preparation. Preparation is the foundation that positivity stands on. Without it, the tower falls. If you want confidence that lasts longer than a feeling, prepare more than you post. Accountability beats inspiration. Inspiration can start you. Accountability keeps you. It's easy to get inspired by words, videos, speeches, quotes, but that high fades. Accountability doesn't. Accountability forces you to show up even when no one else cares. Inspiration whispers you can. Accountability demands you must. The ones who rely on inspiration spend their lives chasing feelings. The ones who build accountability systems build results. When you are accountable, excuses sound weaker. Your own standards become your judge. You don't need to feel like it. When you know someone, or something is expecting you to deliver. Accountability is not pressure, it's a promise to yourself that you refuse to break. The great ones don't wait for people to hold them accountable. They build structures that force them to stay honest. Inspiration is a visitor, accountability is a roommate. It lives with you. You can read all the books you want, listen to all the podcasts you want. If you have no accountability, it stays theory. Accountability makes you act faster, recover quicker, and stay longer in the game. Most people fall off because no one is checking their steps. Real accountability starts with you checking your own. You can be inspired for a moment, or you can be accountable for a lifetime. The world doesn't care who inspired you. It remembers who you held yourself accountable to become. Focus on the mission, not the mood. Your mood will lie to you, your mission won't. There will be mornings where your mood says, take it easy. The mission says, we're not done yet. Moods are loud, missions are steady. One changes by the hour, the other stays until the job is finished. Focus is a weapon in a world that constantly wants to distract you with how you feel. You can celebrate your good moods, but you can't depend on them to carry you to the finish line. The mission is bigger than the moment. Every mood is just a moment. When you focus on the mission, you become less emotional and more intentional. The mission won't ask if you're tired, it will ask if you're done. Some of your greatest days will start with your worst moods, if you stay focused. When mood drives action, action becomes inconsistent. When mission drives action, action becomes inevitable. Every mood will pass anger, laziness, excitement, fear. Mission will still be there, waiting for you to answer it. Don't negotiate your goals with your feelings. Sign a lifetime contract with your mission. The mission doesn't reward moods, it rewards results. When in doubt, return to the mission. It never lies. Your mood is a passenger. The mission is the map. Greatness requires relentless standards. Standards are the invisible rules you live by. They decide how high you reach and how low you're willing to go. Average people lower their standards when life gets tough. Great people raise them. Relentless standards mean you don't accept excuses. Even from yourself, you don't become great by doing what's convenient. You become great by doing what's necessary. No matter how you feel, your standards are the wall that keeps mediocrity out of your life. Relentless standards make you uncomfortable, and that's the point. Every time you choose to do less than your standard, you tell yourself you're not serious. Every time you uphold your standard, you cast a vote for the version of you that wins. Relentless standards are not about perfection. They are about non-negotiables. They force you to grow because they refuse to let you shrink. When your standards are high, you'll outwork, outlast, and outthink the ones who live on convenience. People may call you obsessive. They may call you intense. Let them. Their comfort is your competition. Relentless standards mean you never let a good day make you lazy, and you never let a bad day make you quit. High standards become habits. Habits become identity. Identity becomes greatness. Your standards decide your ceiling. Raise them and watch the roof break. At the end of the day, moods will come and go like the weather, but what you choose to build will stand long after the storm passes. You can't lead a life of greatness waiting for your emotions to align with your dreams. You can't expect legendary results if your only strategy is to move when it feels good. Greatness belongs to the ones who build when it's quiet, train when it's cold, push when it's heavy, and fight when their feelings try to betray them. It's not about how you feel, it's about what you demand from yourself in spite of how you feel. Your future will not be written by your moods. It will be written by your methods, your habits, your consistency, and your ability to show up regardless of the weather inside you. Don't let a good mood be your only strategy. Let your discipline be your engine. Let your preparation be your shield. Let your standards be the compass that never bends, because when the moment comes, and it will, you won't rise because you felt like it. You'll rise because you are ready, and that's the difference between the ones who hope and the ones who deliver. Now ask yourself, will you wait for the mood, or will you build the strategy? Because only one of them wins,